welcome back, everyone. You know, we are living in a world where social media, TV ads, etc. are always telling us to be better. Well, how do we practice self-love? Well, here to talk about that is Erin Moran-Wiley from the Willow Center. Welcome, Erin.
Hi, Chris. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, my pleasure. All right, so we are bombarded with always, social media influencers, TV ads, magazine ads, you name it. They're always saying, be better, look the certain way, buy the certain clothes. And sometimes that can create self-doubt.
For sure. I mean, the root of capitalism is to make the market, make money for everybody. And so the way they do that is by reminding you that you're not enough and you don't have enough, and you would be better, funnier, prettier, skinnier, faster, attract a mate if you would buy their product or their service. So I think it's a good reminder to anyone who's hearing this message today, because we forget that our world is so framed in terms of screens and electronics that I don't think we do take the time to actually think about what is happening. I think TV and social media fasts where people take a break are really, really helpful. Just being able to take your phone and turn it off. People really have a fear that they're going to miss something. But, even if you take an hour break or you put your phone up on a shelf for the evening so you can spend time with your family, will help you have some distance from the constant bombardment of reminding you that you need more and aren't enough.
Right. And I know that, the algorithms in our phones, like in Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, and they're all meant to draw us in and become addicted to that service, right?
Absolutely. Well, there's a reason that all of the people who create these apps and these computer systems say that they will not let their children use electronics, because they know it's an engine to drive, finances. Everyone on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of the other social media platforms, every web page is trying to sell something, and they're using your eyes and your brain to capture you to make money. So they're invested in keeping you on the web pages as long as possible, which is why they're exciting and fun and content driven. And yes, they're listening to everything you say and they're watching everything you type in, so they know exactly what content to feed you, whether it's political or opportunistic as far as shopping, and creating a desire in you to stay on the page longer.
Yeah, so, we've been talking about for a long time now about the world seeking help with mental health issues, because it's become more and more prevalent, probably because of these algorithms and the fact that, everything's at the touch of our fingers now with our cell phones.
And we're all highly addictive, so we spend more time than ever on our devices, and the game is to try to get us to spend even more time. So breaking that cycle is important. But I also think something that we're probably sorely lacking these days is just spending time alone in self-reflection. And whether for someone that means prayer or meditation or going for a walk or journaling, it's a discipline. It is not easy to do. But if you can consistently develop that muscle, what you're developing is a practice that honors yourself internally for who you are, with no connections to what any other person in your life or in society wants from you. And there's just a lot of noise with social media, and to be able to stop momentarily, literally, even if you just set your alarm for 1 minute to practice that silence, that can have a profound effect on how you move through the world.
Yeah, I like that idea of just setting an alarm just to say, this is my time slot where I really do have to take a pause from all the noise. So I like that idea. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do it every morning, but I'm just as human as everybody else, even though I'm a therapist. So it's a discipline, and a lot of days I don't want to do it. But just like anything, like exercise or cleaning your house for a party, nobody wants to do that stuff. But when you do it and it's done, you're really glad you did it. You just really have to kind of trick yourself with whatever means you need to. But really starting with just 1 minute of any discipline is a great way to build habits long term.
Yeah, I really like that. Well, Erin, I really appreciate you coming on today. And of course, if you have any, questions or you want to reach out to the Willow Center, you can always do so at thewillowcenter.com. All the information is there. Erin, I really appreciate you coming on as always, and I hope to see you again next month.
Always happy to be here. Thanks for having me back, Chris.
All right. Well, don't go away, because we have more when we return.